Welcome to this session of percentage. In this session, we will take a look at another concept based on percentage. Now, suppose I ask you a question: by what percent is A greater than B? How is this question different from another very similar question: by what percent is B less than A? So, obviously, if A is greater than B, B must be less than A. And suppose I tell you that A is greater than B by some percent, let's say by 40%. Does it mean that B is also less than A by 40%? The answer is no. Because we have to understand the difference between these two statements. In the first case, A is greater than B. That means A is being compared with B. And therefore, the percentage by which A is greater than B will be given as A minus B divided by B multiplied by 100. Now, why did we divide by B? Because in this case, we have compared A with B. So B happens to be in the denominator. Remember, in calculation of percentage less than or greater than, the denominator will always be that quantity with which you are making a comparison. Now look at this statement. By what percent is B less than A? Now what happens? Now we are making a comparison with the quantity A. So technically speaking, the numerator will not change. It has to be the difference between A and B, but the denominator will now become A. So A minus B upon A into 100. This tells you by what percent is B less than A. Now, because the denominators are different, these two answers, these two percentages will have to be different. And therefore, if A is greater than B by 40%, B cannot be less than A by 40%. So let us solve a few questions based on this particular concept. So this is our first question. Ranbir is taller than Amir by 20%. By what percent is Amir shorter than Ranbir? Once again, in the first statement, we are told that Ranbir is taller than Amir by 20%. Now, in percentages, as a rule, remember when no values are given and all the values are given in terms of percentages, you can solve the questions easily by assuming something to be 100. Let us say Amir's height is 100 units. Why did we assume Amir's height to be 100? Because Ranbir's height in the first statement has been compared to Amir's height. So if Amir's height is 20, Ranbir's height must be 20% more, that is 120. So now we have two assumed values for the heights, Amir 100 and Ranbir 120. By what percent is Amir shorter than Ranbir? Now the question asks us to compare Amir's height with Ranbir. So the required percentage will be 120 minus 100 in the numerator and divided by, because we want to compare Amir's height with Ranbir, we will divide by Ranbir's height. So 120 multiplied by 100. So what do you get as the answer? 20 upon 120 multiplied by 100, which is nothing but 16 integer 2 by 3%. So if Ranbir is taller than Amir by 20%, Amir is shorter than Ranbir by 16 2 by 3%. Let us take a look at another similar question. That the votes polled by Shrini and Kumar are 20% and 30% less than the votes polled by Ravi. By what percent are Kumar's votes less than Srini's votes? So let us solve this question. And once again, we have the votes polled, the comparative votes polled by three people. So Srini, Kumar, and Ravi. And because Srini's and Kumar's votes have been compared with Ravi in the initial statement, we start by assuming that Ravi polled 100 votes. So, what would be the votes polled by Srini? The votes polled by Srini are 20% less, and therefore Srini must have polled 80 votes. What about Kumar's votes? Kumar polled 30% fewer votes. So, therefore, Kumar must have got 70 votes. Now, the question is by what percent are Kumar's votes less as compared to Srini's votes? So, the required percentage, we have to compare Kumar's votes with Srini's votes. So, the numerator must be the difference of Kumar's and Srini's votes, that is 80 minus 70. And in the denominator, because I want to compare Kumar's votes with Srini's votes, the denominator must be the number of votes polled by Srini and multiplied by 100. So 80 minus 70 upon 80 into 100 will give us 10 upon 80 multiplied by 100, which is nothing but 12.5%. Let us look at another similar question. A is 20% more than B, which is 20% less than C. By what percent is A more than or less than C? So let us solve this question. Once again, we need to first of all assume values because all the values are given in terms of percentages, and our thumb rule is when all the values are given in terms of percentages, it is ideal that you assume something to be 100. So A is 20% more than B, which is 20% less than C. So we find that first A has been compared with B and then B has been compared with C. So to find out what we should assume 100, let us look at the question. By what percent is A more than or less than C? So in the question statement, you've been asked to compare by what percent A is more than or less than C. So in the question statement, we compare A with C. So let us start by assuming C to be 100. So whose value can we obtain when we have C's value? So we can obtain B's value because B is 20% less than C. So we can write B as C minus 20% of C, that is equal to 80. So we get the value of B as 80. So now once we get the value of B, we can also find out the value of A because A is 20% more than B. So we can write A as B, that is 80 plus 20% of 80, which means A is equal to 96. So we have the three values. We have C, which is equal to 100. We have B, which is equal to 80. And we have A, which is equal to 96. Now, what has been asked? We've been asked by what percent A is more than or less than C. So we've been asked to compare A with C. So the required percentage will be equal to the difference of A and C in the numerator. So we have 100 minus 96 and this divided by the value of C, that is 100. And when you multiply this by 100, you will get the answer as 4%. So with this, we come to an end of this session. In case you want to watch more videos or solve more questions, please log on to our website www.pfindia.com. If you want to ask a doubt, please mail to us at studentservices@pfindia.com. And if you're watching this video on our website, please use the Ask a Doubt feature for raising your queries. Thank you very much.